Despite her resolve, Ifeoma's heartache intensified with each passing day. She questioned whether Chukwudi still remembered her amidst the opportunities and distractions of life abroad. Loneliness gnawed at her soul, and she wondered if waiting for him was a futile endeavor. One particular night, overwhelmed by despair, Ifeoma stood by the waterfront, tears streaming down her face. She looked out across the shimmering waves, remembering the days when she and Chukwudi had walked hand in hand along the same shore. Her heart cried out for him, but she feared that her waiting had been in vain. There lived a young lady named Ifeoma, blessed with striking beauty and a heart as gentle as the morning dew. Ifeoma captured the admiration of all who knew her. Her laughter echoed through the streets, and her kindness touched the hearts of many. Ifeoma's heart, however, belonged to one man, Chukwudi. They had been sweethearts since their teenage years, dreaming of a future together despite the distance that separated them. Chukwudi had ventured into the United States to pursue his studies, promising Ifeoma that he would return to marry her once he had achieved his dreams. As time went by, suitors from far and wide came knocking on Ifeoma's door, eager to win her affections. They brought gifts of gold and silver, recited poetry in her honor, and spoke of the kingdoms they would build together. But Ifeoma politely declined each proposal, her heart steadfastly waiting for Chukwudi's return. One day, a wealthy and influential man named Emeka set his sights on Ifeoma. Emeka was known for his successful businesses and lavish lifestyle, and he believed that any woman would be fortunate to be his wife. Determined to make Ifeoma his own, Emeka showed her with expensive gifts and professed his undying love. Ifeoma, however, remained unmoved. She graciously turned down Emeka's advances, explaining that her heart already belonged to another. Emeka, not used to rejection, grew angry and humiliated. He began spreading rumors about Ifeoma, questioning her loyalty and commitment to a man who may never return. Words of Emeka's disparaging remarks reached every corner of Lagos. Ifeoma became the subject of gossip and judgment, her reputation tarnished by Emeka's spiteful words. People whispered behind her back, questioning her decision to wait for a man who had been gone for so long. Ifeoma endured the humiliation with dignity, but deep inside her, her heart ached. She retreated from social gatherings, preferring solitude to the judgmental stares and whispered criticisms. Her days were spent longing for Chukwudi's return, praying for the day when they will be reunited and their love reaffirmed. As months turned into years, Ifeoma's parents grew increasingly concerned about her refusal to marry Emeka. They saw Emeka as a suitable match, wealthy, influential, and eager to provide for their daughter. They feared that Ifeoma's stubbornness would lead to loneliness and regret. Her father, Chief Okoro, a respected elder in the community, called Ifeoma for a private discussion. He pleaded with her to reconsider Emeka's proposal, emphasizing the benefits of a secure future and a comfortable life. Her mother, Nneka, echoed his sentiments, tearfully urging Ifeoma to think of their family's reputation. Ifeoma listened respectfully but remained firm in her decision. She explained that her heart belonged to Chukwudi alone, and no amount of pressure could sway her from her true love. Despite her resolve, Ifeoma's heartache intensified with each passing day. She questioned whether Chukwudi still remembered her amidst the opportunities and distractions of life abroad. Loneliness gnawed at her soul, and she wondered if waiting for him was a futile endeavor. One particular dark night, overwhelmed by despair, Ifeoma stood by the waterfront, tears streaming down her face. She looked out across the shimmering waves, remembering the days when she and Chukwudi had walked hand in hand along the same shore. Her heart cried out for him, but she feared that her waiting had been in vain. Just as Ifeoma reached her breaking point, fate intervened in the most unexpected way. One sunny afternoon, as Ifeoma sat by the waterfront, lost in her thoughts, a familiar voice called out her name. Startled, Ifeoma looked up and saw Chukwudi standing before her, his eyes filled with love and longing. Time seemed to stand still as Ifeoma rushed into Chukwudi's arms, tears of joy streaming down her cheeks. He had returned earlier than expected, having completed his studies and achieved success in his career abroad. Chukwudi apologized for the time apart, explaining the challenges he had faced and how he had never stopped loving her. The news of Chukwudi's return spread like wildfire through Lagos, and neighbors gathered to celebrate Ifeoma and Chukwudi's reunion. There was singing, dancing, and feasting as everyone rejoiced in their love story. Ifeoma forgave Ebuka for his hurtful words, understanding that his actions had stemmed from his own pain. She thanked her friends and family for their unwavering support during her darkest days of waiting. Together with Chukwudi, they embraced their future with renewed hope and commitment. Ifeoma and Chukwudi were married in a joyous ceremony attended by their loved ones from near and far. They exchanged vows under a clear blue sky, promising to cherish and support each other for all the days of their lives. As husband and wife, Ifeoma and Chukwudi faced life challenges with strength and unity. They built a loving home filled with laughter, compassion, and mutual respect. Ifeoma's patience and unwavering faith in their love had not only brought her happiness, but had also strengthened their bond beyond measures. If you enjoyed this heartful story of love, perseverance, and hope, please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more captivating tales. Share your thoughts in the comment section about Ifeoma and Chukwudi's journey and how they found way back to each other despite the challenges they faced.